Hello everyone. As you can probably tell, I'm tired today. So, what's new? What's new? I wanted to talk about gratefulness today. I saw this really cool meme, or I think that's what they're called. I'm not absolutely sure. One side is higher vibration things that higher your vibration, and the other side is things that lower your vibration. And I thought it was really cool, so I wanted to talk about these different things that higher your vibration and things that lower it. The first one on the higher vibration side is gratefulness. And gratefulness or thankfulness is very key in what I do battling depression. Sometimes just being grateful for the smallest of things when I wake up in the morning can really higher my vibration and turn around a day that was feeling like it just was going nowhere. I have those days often where I just wake up in the morning, and I'm sure everybody else does too. You just wake up in the morning and you turn over and you want to go back to sleep instead of getting out of bed. So gratefulness is a major key for me. Let me see my finger. In battling that and finding something, no matter how small it is, to be grateful for when I open my eyes in the morning. And if I continue that through the day, there are many things that I find that I can be grateful for. They kind of build on each other throughout the day. And the opposite can happen with those things that lower your vibration. And it says on the list, it has negative thought. And I've heard several different things based around and surrounding negative thought. I had one spiritual leader, or I don't like calling them gurus, but spiritual speaker who is talking about how thought is, there is no negative, basically, that all things can be positive, that they're all the same energy, and it depends on what attention you give that thing that makes it a lower vibrational effector. If you guys can kind of get what I'm saying there. There's a little, it's actually a fruit fly, but it's affecting my camera because it keeps flying in front of it. So I don't know if I want to call them negative thoughts, or if we can just say thoughts that would then lower your vibration, or thoughts that would make you feel drained or saddened, or they say angry is also one of those that can affect you negatively. But anything, if you take it and instead of suppressing it and shoving it down, anything that you can look at and say, I acknowledge you, I see you, I feel you, and then let it go. Just acknowledging the fact that, say, I'm really angry right now. And you can find a positive outlet for that anger. Instead of judging yourself for being angry, you can find a way to express it so that instead it becomes a positive thing. And then you can, like I said, I don't like using negative or positive, but it can become a higher vibrational thing, because then you have taken this thing that was causing you anxiety or anger and say, oh, I'm so grateful for the fact that I could express that positively, express that in a way that highered my vibration instead, and now I've acknowledged it and it's okay, and it's past and done, and I'm finding it. And then you can build on your gratefulness and highering your vibration again. But I find anger is one of those things I struggle with the most. A lot of people probably do. Anger, sadness. I don't judge a great deal, but I do find myself being judgmental, and then I have to say, okay, where is that coming from? And can I just feel that right now? Why am I feeling judgmental? Especially towards myself. A lot of people, I was even told once, you can't harm yourself, or you can't judge yourself, or something. It was really weird. But all these thoughts that we have about ourselves, judgmentally or negatively, are the same thing. We have to stop judging ourselves and just accept what is. That sounds so easy when I say it, and everybody's going, yeah, that's so much easier to say than it is to actually do. Do you need me? Okay. I lost my train of thought there, but hopefully you guys know where I was going with that. And again, I'm like totally expressional with my hands. But gratefulness, something I'm practicing a lot lately. I've found it's really helpful for me, and hopefully that can also be really helpful for everyone else. And I was talking about like judging myself, beating myself up, and I found that even individual words are like a really big deal to me. I was hung up on these individual words that were labels of who I am. I got into this whole conversation with someone surrounding the word slut because of slut shaming. So why was that word such a big deal to me? Why was it such a trigger for me when I don't really believe in the word itself? You know, because it's like a descriptor for strictly females. For the most part, it's hardly ever do you hear people calling a man a slut. So it's like non-existent if you don't judge women for having revealing clothing on, or for having more partners than you would deem being non-promiscuous. So I had to deal with this use of the word or the label that was put on. And once you just accept it, it's like, okay, whatever. The person, I'm a slut. It's alright. It's okay. It's just a word. And I was okay with that. I was able to move past it and stop judging myself for anything that was triggering about that word. A lot of words are thrown my way that you wouldn't think. Anybody going, why were you called that? But anyway, there's another word too that I've been dealing with lately, and all of a sudden I can't think of it. But those words that are used to label, that are supposed to be derogatory or judgmental, I found I was really judging myself for being considered this word or this label that was put behind the word. So once I just stopped being hung up on that and saying, okay, whatever, and I was able to move past it, and it's fine. It's like, doesn't bother me at all anymore. So I stopped judging myself for their use of the word directed towards me. And it just was like so freeing, so much different than it was before. I've been called everything under the sun. So yeah, I'm grateful for that revelation and being able to move past that, the use of a word, I guess, or a label, getting past that. And I'm grateful for so many other things and just building all the time on the gratefulness and hiring my vibration in that way. Tomorrow we'll talk, well, not tomorrow, I think tomorrow I'll do something else, and then next week I'll talk about another word or another thing you can do, from this list to higher your vibration, because I think they're all pretty good. So, talk to you guys later. Bye.